One aspect of Nintendo Switch that I seldomly participate in is accessories. I have a Pro controller, but other than that, I don't really have anything. I have what came with the console, I have the Joy-Con that came with the console, but nothing else. So today, I wanted to go on a little bit of a shopping spree, a very tiny one, and just purchase some things that I've actually been needing / wanting for the Nintendo Switch. I thought I'd show you guys what it is, and then when they all come in, we can do a follow-up video, maybe unboxing and reviewing some of the stuff, a little bit of a haul video here. But with that said, let's go ahead and get started. I have selected 6 things here that I want to pick up for Nintendo Switch, and I am going to start off with the Amazon Basics playstand for Nintendo Switch. A lot of these are actually like really good priced as well. I kind of like looked around. I don't want to go buy the most expensive stuff, so I want to make sure that there's still some quality. I do check the reviews and things like that, but I also want to make sure they're cheap. So the Amazon Basics playstand for Nintendo Switch is like $1 or $2 cheaper than the official one, but the reviews say that it's actually a better stand. And a reason why I need a stand is because when I do like handheld videos, there's been that glare on the screen, and I am trying to figure out a way to eliminate it. I find that while I'm holding the actual Switch myself, if I move around, there's going to be glare. Sometimes when the screen is too dark, I'll pop up on the screen. This is going to be helpful for when we make more handheld videos for you guys. If I can just prop this up, use the Pro controller to play, and have it at an angle where I can avoid glare, I'm all for it. And for $12, this is going to be super useful. And I do have like little cousins that are actually starting to get into gaming, and when they come over, they play the Switch. I don't necessarily want their hands all over it because I'm very scared that they're going to break it. But if I can like set this up, sit them like at a table or something and be like, hey, here, play, have some controllers and don't touch it, that could be super cool as well. And for $12, it's super low investment for that. And yeah, I'm definitely picking this one up. Next up, we have a product that I didn't even know I needed until recently, and that is the 8BitDo SF30 Pro, or the SN30 Pro. It is a Bluetooth controller, and it functions a lot kind of like a Pro controller. I already have a Pro controller, but when friends come over, they play Smash, all I have is the Pro controller and the Joy-Con, and we need something better. And on top of that, this has an amazing D-pad from what I hear. And when I am playing side-scrollers on Nintendo Switch, like New Super Mario Bros. U Deluxe, I always want that little bit extra precision because I'm not great at them to begin with. So I need all the control I can get, and I've heard that this is a really, really good controller. It's also going to be useful for playing on PC. It is compatible with all types of platforms here. You see Windows, of course, Android. I don't play games on phone really, but you can use it on Steam, and if it's like comfortable enough, I don't know if it's gonna be because it doesn't have like a grip back there, but if I can get used to it, I feel like this could be a really, really cool addition. And I am trying to grow my controller collection for Nintendo Switch because it's silly that all I have is a Pro controller and the Joy-Con. We don't have the opportunity to play stuff as a group, Smash for instance, just because we never have enough controllers. So this is kind of fixing 2 things. It allows me to play side scrollers on Nintendo Switch with more accuracy, with a better D-pad, and it is wireless, and it is going to give me another controller for Smash. So yeah, kind of killing 2 birds with 1 stone here. One thing that I forgot to mention is that if you've been wanting a controller similar to a Pro controller but without that crazy price that Nintendo has for them, this is a really good option, especially if you can get it for around $40. It has all the buttons that a Pro controller does. It's just laid out a little bit differently because this doesn't have those grips. This is, as you can see, more in the vein of a traditional SNES controller, and if you're okay with holding it and still feel comfortable using the sticks while holding that controller of that shape, this is going to be almost a perfect Pro controller replacement for way less money. And it's a really, really good price for what you are getting. Next up, a super cheap case, also on Newegg. It's $8. I lost my case. I moved some time back. I have no idea where my case went. It got lost in a move. I've been resorting to like folding shirts and putting the Switch in there when I'm like traveling and things like that. So hey, just pay the $8, get a case. And here's a little theory of mine. You don't have to go buy a super expensive case. You bought one case, you kind of bought them all. As long as it protects the Switch's screen, that's all that matters. And this one, it's gonna fit pretty snug in there. It's very standard. It kind of seems like those like $20 cases that first came out when the Switch originally released. That is what I had, and this will replace it perfectly for $8. It's not like the best color or whatever. It's not super visually appealing, but for $8, you can't go wrong. Yeah, I'm gonna pick this one up for sure. Next up, I am running out of space on my Switch. I already have a 128 gig card, and I am tired of just deleting stuff. There is a lot of games coming this year for Nintendo Switch, and I have personally hopped aboard the digital train and I don't want to look back. I don't want to have to carry cartridges with me. Those things are too small. I lose things very often. So I want another SD card, maybe a 2019 SD card. I thought that would be cool, where I get a brand new SD card for the year and I like fill it up and boom, this is everything I have for this year. It's kind of a good way to keep track of what you played of anyways. You could like write with a Sharpie on them, just like 2019. That's what I'm going to do. And it's $22. There are cheaper ones, but I don't trust those things. SanDisk is a brand you can trust. They are a brand that has been available for a very long time. It's a #1 bestseller here on Amazon. It has 4.5 stars out of almost 12,000 customer reviews. You cannot go wrong. Alternatively, if you want 200 gigs, that's $37, but I am perfectly fine with 128 gigs. It's gonna last me the year, and that's all I'm looking for. Just get me through the year, because there is a ton of stuff coming, and yeah, this is a necessity for me right now, because I continuously have to delete games, and I hate deleting games. I want everything on the Switch as much as I can, of course, because when I switch out SD cards, the old games won't be on there. I get that, but I just don't like deleting games. Next up, I lost my grip for the Joy-Con in the same move where I lost my case. I must have had a box of like random like gaming accessories that I just like left behind or something. I have no idea where my grip is. And one of these Smash Brothers parties that I was just telling you about a little bit ago, we wanted to play, and I told my friend, here, you can use the Joy-Con. And he's like, hey, do you have like the grip thing? Because I don't want to like hold them like one in each hand. It like feels weird, right? I said, no, I don't know where that thing is. And I looked and I looked and I couldn't find it. You can, of course, go buy, you know, a more expensive grip, but this is $10 on Amazon. It's an add-on item, but since I'm already ordering the case on Amazon, this is going to work perfectly. I'm ordering a couple more things on Amazon anyway, so for $10, this is going to replace the grip. And the grip isn't a necessity necessarily, but I like having it around. And again, the fact that I lost mine, and when friends come over and they want to use the Joy-Con like as a single control for Smash, I don't have anything, and playing with two hands is awkward. This is going to fix that for under $10. Speaking of Super Smash Bros., we're going to get into the last item here, and that is this U-Green Ethernet adapter. Sakurai said that to experience Smash in the best way possible, get an adapter, right? And I experienced so much lag on Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. So I figured, why not get this and see if it works? It's super cheap, $12.39. The official Nintendo one is way more expensive, and you probably can't even find that one anymore right now, but any Ethernet adapter will do. This is one of the cheapest ones that I could find with the best reviews. It's $12.39. It's a no-brainer. If you could just plug this into your dock and not have to worry, get an Ethernet in there, and you'll have a way more stable connection, I figure, why not? This isn't a necessity necessarily, but if you want to have the best experience possible, I see no reason not to get it. It's so cheap, and Sakurai has said that it is the best way to play Smash, and I trust him with all of my heart. But there you have it, ladies and gentlemen, my little haul of Nintendo Switch accessories and items that are going to make my life as a Switch owner so much more easy. I do want to make note and say that none of these are like absolute necessities. If you don't have them, that's perfectly fine. I'm not claiming that they are must-haves, but oh, except the case, I guess. The case is kind of a must-have. To recap though, the Amazon Basics play stand for Nintendo Switch, that should help out with avoiding some of those glaring issues that you see in the handheld videos we film. The 8-bit Doom SN30 Pro. We are going to get a case, a very cheap case, but that's still going to do the trick. We are going to get another 128 gig SD card here for our Nintendo Switch, because I have been out of space for a long time. We're going to get a grip because I lost my grip and I need a grip. And we are going to get an adapter to make sure that our internet connection while playing online is as stable and, you know, amazing as possible. We want the best experience possible. This also works for laptops, by the way, as you can see here. You know, my brother has a MacBook, and sometimes he comes in like plugs it. It's annoying. It's a whole thing. Don't worry about it. I fully feel that all of these things are gonna make my life so much easier when it comes to the Nintendo Switch. They're all good little quality of life updates, and hey, having more accessories and diving into it for the first time is gonna be really, really cool here. I am embarrassed that I don't have any more controller options other than the Joy-Con and the Pro controller that I got on day one. I should be ashamed of myself as a Switch owner, but let me know in the comments what type of accessories you have and what you've maybe been keeping your eye out on, and then maybe I'll gather some of those for a second haul video. When this stuff comes in, I will like film the unboxing and everything. There'll be a follow-up video that should be pretty fun. We can review some of these and let you guys know what we think. Right now, I'm like super excited for what you're seeing on screen right now. This controller, I've heard so many good things about it. Playing New Super Mario Brothers U Deluxe is gonna be so cool with this. I can't wait to do it. But with all that out of the way, thank you guys so much for watching. We appreciate each and every single one of you. We have a Twitter link in the description. Go follow us on there for some shenanigans. We do giveaways. You have an opportunity to be featured on videos sometimes. It's a really cool place for the SwitchForce community, and that is pretty much it. We appreciate each and every single one of you. SwitchForce out.